Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. Not sure if you can see the peg bounce. That's my new intro. But whatever. So, not the best lighting. So today I'm going to talk about how to build very big shoulders. As you can see, one of my strong points in my physique because I have big shoulders. Obviously you can check out my channel to see my videos, and you can see what I look like, obviously, because right now that's not the best lighting, and lighting can make a big difference. It can make a big difference. You can be very lean, but a different lighting is going to make you look way different. Okay, so let's start. I will try to make this very quick. Obviously the shoulders a little bit more complex muscle group because it consists of three different parts, three different heads. The front delt, on the front side the side delt and the rear delt, on the back, and all three heads. I would say to really maximize the muscle growth you're going to need at least 3 different exercises for each head. I would say let's start with the side delts. My favorite to get that wide look. Now, if you watch my channel, you'll know that I really like the lateral raises. Obviously I use dumbbells because this one I have at home gym, but I would say it's a very good idea to do plenty of volume on lateral raises. Just doesn't matter if you use a cable for the lateral raises, a dumbbell, whatever, a machine. Just make sure that really working that side delt with plenty of volume. Now, if I had to give you volume guidelines, it really depends, but let's start with the frequency. I would say stick to twice a week training. Twice a week, nothing beyond that, because trying to do more is going to lead to issues with your recovery and is going to negatively impact your training performance because you're not recovered. And to really stimulate all of muscle growth, you need to be recovered on time for your next workout. And a lot of people miss that point, and the reason why is because a lot of these new studies, they push the very high volumes for no reason, because they are lazy. That's why they are telling you to do 50 sets, when 50 sets, if you're actually training hard, you won't be able to recover, and it's basically junk volume. It's a bunch of warm-up sets that are going to negatively impact your recovery, and it's just not fun to waste your time when you can actually do less, recover faster, and grow more, get better results. So I would say guidelines: if everything's on point, you're doing a lean bulk, sleeping a lot, I would say up to 20 sets. So you're going to do up to 20 sets for each part, or 15 sets for each part, because I mean they kind of work together. Keep that in mind. And obviously if you're going to do the big compound exercises that might obviously upright rows, they work front delts and side delts and a little bit of rear delts. But again, that's not going to maximize your shoulders. And someone in the comments said that the incline bench press is worse for your front delts compared to the flat bench, and I'll have to disagree, because the incline is very similar to the overhead press, and the overhead press is a front delt exercise. So what he said doesn't make any sense. And obviously all of these people, they don't show their physiques, and everything might sound good on paper, but in the real life, it's a little bit different. And obviously the bench press is not going to build impressive shoulders. The incline bench press, I would say, it depends on how incline you're going to be. The angle, I would say, it's very close to an overhead press. And now, I don't really believe studies, but one study has shown that the incline is actually worse for your upper chest. And it builds less lower and mid chest compared to the flat bench press, which actually is, according to that study, is actually the better upper chest exercise. Now I'm not sure if I can believe that, but the flat bench, I would say, it's not going to work more front delts because of just the angle. I mean, if you really think about it, if you're not like horizontal on the bench, you're kind of isolating your chest. Now it depends on how wide you're going, but you're still working front delts, but the incline is going to work more front delt. So please don't give bad information or actually prove that. Because a lot of people, they want to build big shoulders and they want to do a bunch of bench pressing and they don't have triceps and chest, but they're not going to build very impressive shoulders because I believe in direct work. So for building the front delts, I would say do some overhead pressing with a barbell or dumbbells, and maybe even front raises with, again, dumbbells, barbells, whatever feels good. I would say try everything, see what feels the best, which exercise is going to give you the best pump, and yeah. But I would say it's not a big deal, it's not going to make a big difference. Now another exercise, upright rows. I would say it's a very good idea to do some volume on that exercise too. And for rear delts, a wall of rear delt flies works the best. Now on rear delt flies you can go a little bit heavier. Even if your side delts and front delts are more developed, your rear delts are still going to be stronger. I would say try to be like very horizontal and you have to bend, and that's how you're going to do your rear delt flies. Start to be strict with your movements, don't swing too much, don't shake, lower the weight if you have to, but use good form, because that's what's going to really work the muscles. Bad form Usually other muscles are doing the work, and it doesn't make sense. I mean, who are you trying to impress? No one is impressed by a wolf weight but bad form. Believe that? So yeah, for big shoulders I would say focus on these exercises, perform them with close to perfect form, and just try to train harder. A lot of people, they want to be lazy, but that's not going to build muscle, and I had to learn this the hard way. I wish that I've never seen the reps and reserve videos and studies and all of that. I wish that, I mean, effective reps, actually there's a study that's showing that only the last few reps are going to stimulate muscle growth. So if you're training very hard, you're going to see that the last few reps, when you're very close to failure, they are very slow, very challenging, and that's when the magic occurs. That's when you're going to stimulate a lot of muscle growth. So make sure that you're training hard, because that's what is going to build muscle. Now I don't make the rules. I wish that I could be lazy with my training, build just as much muscle, eat whatever and be in shape, but I don't make the rules. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, leave a like, and see you very soon.